Winter is coming.
Winter's coming.
Winter is coming.
And winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is here, and so am I. It's a time for mining, fishing, and gathering, upgrading, building, and stocking. Snow blankets every corner of the valley, and all of my fall crops are gone. It is a time for rest, renewal, and coming together as a community to look out for each other. So naturally, my first time here gets off to an amusing start. When I go into the coop to check on the chickens, there's a noticeable absence. Where's the baby? Where's the little one? I didn't rebuy him, that's why. Oops. I spend a little time exploring just to see how pretty everything is with the snowfall. Some trash gets fished out, my watering can is handed in for an upgrade, I talk to Abigail, and catch a fish for Linus so he can have a hot meal tonight. A quick mining trip earns me a magnet ring from my enemies. Magnet ring? Increases your radius for collecting items. Sure! A winter root, then another magnet ring, and a small victory over a swarm of bats. Subsisting on a diet of cave carrots, I reach level 50 where I find some tundra boots. They're a straight upgrade from my leather boots and are thematically perfect with the winter season. Despite learning the hard way what happens when I don't get home in time, I push my luck to go to the community center and drop off the winter root, some bat wings, and the frozen tear. The completed bundle earns me 5 Omni Geodes. I start booking it home as fast as I can, but my fate has already been sealed. Faster. God damn it. Okay. I got greedy. I know. But honestly, it was worth it. You'd think I would learn my lesson after the first time, but no, I'm just greedy and stupid and dumb and stupid and dumb. Firstly, I curse Morris's bloodline for eternity on day 86. Oh. Fuck you. Secondly, I get a recipe for a wood chipper which converts hardwood into normal wood. A useful tool, but I don't think I've ever really used it considering how rare hardwood seems to be. Thirdly, I receive a request to catch a squid for Willy, which can only be caught in winter. While checking in on the chicken, I realize I forgot to rebuy the heater for the coop as well. Even though I visit Marnie's, I don't end up buying a new one at all, and instead go back to exploring the winter wonderland, picking up a crocus, some holly, and a wild crystal fruit. I pass by the dock, and finally, after what feels like forever, I catch something other than garbage in the crab pot. From my geodes, I discover a fairy stone, a geminite, a lunarite, an aeronite, and a fluorapatite. They all go to the museum, earning me the treasure trove achievement, as well as an obsidian vase and a cursed-looking rare crow. I look up how to get tuna for a quest, only to find that the falling snow combined with the blue background makes me feel like I'm going cross-eyed. Luck is not on my side this time, so I go home with what I have. Day 87 starts with a message that my watering can is ready. I do some quick housework, making some preserve jar concoctions, smelting iron ore, and clearing some grass. When I leave to go get the can... Oh? What's this? What the hell are you? Winter mystery. You encountered a suspicious-looking figure by the bus stop. When it saw you, it fled towards town. Could there be a clue to its whereabouts? Pierre's won't be open. Are those tracks? Hey, buddy. Shadow guy. Eep! You caught me! I'm sorry! Take it! Take it! It looked so valuable, I couldn't help myself. Magnifying glass? Yeah. You now have the ability to find secret notes. These notes reveal rare and useful information and can be reviewed in your Collections tab. So how do I do that? Regardless, it's back to fishing for tuna. I also have a crab trap around here. I wonder if it's on the left or the right. I'll find it. Oh, ha! First try. With that done, my next big goal is to gather as much iron ore as I possibly can in order to upgrade my tools. I find a dwarf scroll number 4, dig up a strange doll, and my first secret note. On level 52, I run into my first ghost, who just approaches me, menacingly. Defeating it drops my first solar essence. On a completely unrelated note, I really like the music in this section of the mines. I like the music in the mines in general, I just wish it played more often.
And a bag. A winter root. A way down has appeared. A bunch of coal. And a rusty spoon.
I get down to level 54 and leave before I get the exhausted warning. I gather up my iron bars and an extra gold bar, then go to sleep. On day 88, I fire up the furnaces once again, then remembered to look at my secret note.
I borrowed a necklace from Mom, but lost it somewhere near the bathhouse. She's going to freak if she notices it's missing. So check out the bathhouse. Okay, I'll do that after.
I drop off the scroll and the creepy doll, pick up the watering can, but hold off on upgrading another just in case I need one in the immediate future. I didn't, so now I just look like a fool. It's okay. I do that every day I get out of bed. I search around the bathhouse trying to find whatever this note is hinting at, as well as the whole area surrounding it. Thinking maybe it was buried treasure, I dig up every square inch of the ground I can and find several snow yams. Sebastian shows up and pretends to not know the weirdo digging holes behind him. Finding nothing, I head back exhausted, dropping off the yam and crocus at the community center, finishing the final bundle in the crafts room. I get 30 winter seeds as a reward, and am greeted by a posse of Junimos.
Oh god. We are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. It's all colorful! Aw, the music's back. Hey, buddy. You following me around? Hey, look at it go! Worth it. Oh, I can add in the snail now.
For completing the bundle, the Junimos repair the bridge next to the Adventurers Guild that same night. Come the dawn, I plant my winter seeds, though I question the wisdom of watering plants in freezing cold weather. I finally remember to grab the heater from Marnie and rebuy the chicken. Instead of accidentally picking a random name like I did before in that other timeline, I decide to continue my spree of Warhammer references and give him an appropriate name. After much deliberation, I decide to upgrade the hoe, then it's off to explore the newly repaired bridge. This is the quarry, a massive treasure trove of stone and randomized ores, minerals, and plentiful coal. With great enthusiasm, I lay into the quarry with my pickaxe, gathering some iridium ore from one of the veins. Right next to it is another cave, which takes me to a ladder with a skull painted on a side. Between bravery and cowardice, I choose cowardice this day, and did not descend into it just yet. I install the heater, introduce Angron to her lovely new home, visit Lewis to use his prize machine, and collect 20 perfectly timed cherry bombs. I pay a quick visit to the saloon just to chat with people, and on my way out run into Lewis.
Somehow that old bridge to the quarry is now repaired. I'm shocked. It must have taken a whole team to fix that thing. Who could have done that?
It's another chilly morning checking my mailbox, reading a letter from Clint asking me to deliver an amethyst to Emily and to let her know it's from him. I go to pay him a visit instead, and while waiting for his shop to open...
Let's do some fishing then. Really? Really? Maybe there's no fish because it's winter. I'll try one more time. Okay, 3 times the charm. I can take a hint.
When we're done with the geodes, I drop off some fried mushrooms to Linus, quickly grab my first perch from the lake, and gleefully bomb the quarry into smithereens. Afterwards, I put on my brave face and go to investigate this skull cave. The primary enemy here are these big, fast-moving skulls and some gray slimes that are scattered all over the place. The skulls do a lot more damage than I'm used to, giving me the impression that I'm not supposed to be here yet. But I didn't hear no bell, and continued to press on. Throughout this expedition, I collect some rice shoots, a dwarf scroll number 3, and some more secret notes. Eventually, I come across this statue of a Grim Reaper with a golden scythe. When I click it, I take the golden scythe as my own, and the description says it's better than a normal one. That said, I cannot truly describe the disappointment I felt when I couldn't take the statue back home with me as well. This is somehow Morris's fault, I just know it. Even if it isn't, I'm going to blame him anyway. On my way back home, I make a very important observation.
You know what? Those warp beacons are probably what those random statues about the place are for, if I had to hazard a guess, just based on the color and all that.
All the bombing I did apparently counts as experience, as I unlock level 6 mining, and afterwards level 5 combat, picking the Scout perk. On day 91, I learned the plum pudding recipe from the Queen of Sauce. Stepping outside, I find Pierre waiting on my doorstep, no doubt here to enact vengeance against me for winning the prize fair from him. I'm prepared to defend myself, reaching for my insect sword to strike the killing blow.
I'll be selling new seed varieties in my shop next year. I should have 1 new variety per season. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Have a good one.
Oh. Never mind then. Once he leaves, I retrieve my first bottle of blackberry wine and read the mail from Lewis, informing me of the upcoming Festival of Ice event.
The Festival of Ice. It's a celebration of winter. There'll be snowmen, ice sculptures, and an ice fishing competition. Arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to participate. 2 a.m.? Oh god, I hope not.
I read my 2 new secret notes.
It's written in Leia's handwriting. My idea for a perfect dinner would be salad, goat cheese, truffle, and wine. For dessert, I'd need a poppy seed muffin. Yum. If someone gave me one of those things, I'd melt. I hid something behind the community center.
Pick up my steel hoe, drop off more museum items, and receive a Dwarvish translation guide. I go through the things I remember that could possibly be Dwarvish.
The only one I can remember is the chicken leg thing by the bathhouse.
Then go to check behind the community center. I try digging around with no success, and click everywhere that makes sense, finding nothing. Accepting defeat for the moment, I go exploring for any Dwarvish script and test out my new hoe. With evening upon us, I head down to the docks to fish for squid, picking up a mussel from the crab pot. While my first catch is only a herring, the treasure I got in the process was a gift from the gods. A sword called Neptune's Glaive, and some gems. A few more attempts later, I finally catch a squid, but that doesn't stop me from going in for more. I hand in the squid, replace my current weapon with the new blade, place down a new chest dedicated to obsolete tools and weapons, then end this chilly night. Feeling all warm and cozy with the winter vibes, I receive a chowder recipe from Willy, make a roots platter, prepare some more mayonnaise, stuff a crystal fruit into the keg, then head off to the Festival of Ice.
I'm entering the ice fishing competition today. Why not? It's rare that Willy ever loses, though. Oh. He hasn't gone against me yet. Wife dragged me out into the cold for this. Did I ever tell you how George and I first met? He actually pelted me with a snowball in this very festival. He was a gentleman back then, and came over to see if I was okay. Aw, you big sweetheart. Hey Aiden, ready for some ice fishing? Yes, and I'm going to beat you. We'll see. The question is, where is Linus? There you are, buddy. Igloo buildings and art I picked up from the tundra dwellers who live beyond the frozen sea. That was many years ago. An igloo makes a nice home, but it's easier to just stay in my tent year-round.
Once I've talked to everyone, I give Lewis the go-ahead to start the fishing. Despite some of my fumbles, I win with 5 fish, earning a new hat and several bobbers. I go to bed in my new victory hat that evening and awake to crisp winter air. I start day 93 going over my accumulated quests.
Still don't know where that is. I haven't been able to make a pale ale. I don't know where his shorts are.
I decide it's going to be another mining trip today, prepping several root platters. I head to Emily's to drop off the amethyst first, running into Shane along the way.
Morning, Shane. What do you want from me? Money? I'd give you a pot of gold to leave me alone. Jeez, alright.
Upon entering the house,
I always clean under the cushions. It's your turn this week. You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of work in this house, and you know it. Oh, it's that new farm boy. He has a name, you know. Hey, I'll bet you'll understand my point of view here. Oh no. I'm really sorry to involve you in this, Aiden. Haley is complaining because I asked her to clean under the cushions. It's only because I cleaned them last week. No, I'm with your sister. Alright, you win. I guess this can be my job every week, and there won't be any reason to argue over it. Thanks. That was a great solution.
unfortunately, I'm not good enough friends with Emily to give her the amethyst right away, so instead I go snooping into Haley's bedroom like a normal, well-adjusted friend. Disclaimer, the Stress GM does not endorse this kind of behavior. Do not do this in real life unless your friend tells you it's okay. Then I finally give the amethyst to Emily.
Oh, my favorite stone. You're so sweet. Huh? It's from who? Oh, you got it at Clint's? Well, I don't care where you got it from. It's beautiful. Thank you.
With that all handled, I commit to my mining trip, put Neptune's glaive to the test against a ghost, which drops a ghost fish. I grab a jade from a slain slime, make it down to level 55, then rush back home as fast as I could. I put down the new houseplant, then pass out. On day 94, I read a statement that can only be possible in the Stardew Valley world.
Angron looks very happy today. If only that was the case.
I visit the community center again, completing Demetrius's field research bundle, earning a second recycling machine. I go to Clint's, get a book of mysteries, which makes it more likely to find mystery boxes, as well as an ancient drum and some kyanite. Dropping both those off and the jade earns me a drum block and a bear statue. I test out the drum block real quick.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, not for me. Originally, I was going to go mining again, but I changed my mind at the last minute and go fishing instead. My goal was to sell all the fish to hopefully make back some of the money I spent on tool upgrades. After a few struggles...
Damn. Getting all sorts of new records. Ooh. Shit. Come on. Nope. Ah, damn it. Okay, that's my first failure in a while. That caught me off guard.
I catch my first sturgeon and my first lingcod. I walk away with a near full inventory, give Linus one of the spare bass, collect some mushrooms, store everything instead of selling it like I said I would, put up my new bear statue, then go to sleep. I read a letter from Linus, who's sharing his sashimi recipe with me. I make 2 dishes immediately, then go drop off a sturgeon, the ghost fish, a mussel, and a snail, completing the crab pot bundle and getting 3 new pots in return. When passing the notice board, I accept the Juicy Bugs Wanted quest, where I need to bring in 100 bug guts. I place the new pots by the riverside, finally sell all the fish, get back to smelting ore into ingots, and go to upgrade my axe. In my search for bug guts, I start from the very top of the mine, going down floor by floor, hoping to come across my quarry more easily. I encounter 15 in total, but only manage to get 10 bug meat. I'm not sure I'm going to get this quest done in time. The next morning, I read the 2 secret notes I acquired from that expedition.
It's a page from Abigail's diary. Things I love: the smell of carved pumpkin, keeping an amethyst under my pillow, chocolate cake, the thrill of spicy eel, and the comfort of Mom's blackberry cobbler I like to eat. Me too, Abigail. Nighttime. 12:45 at night. Is that by the bridge that leads to the beach? I think it is.
In the mail is a fancy letter from Rasmodius. I honestly keep forgetting he exists until something brings him back up. I put down the last of my hay.
Yeah, gonna need to buy more hay. I'll do that tomorrow.
Gather my first winter harvest, gather a crayfish and a periwinkle from the crab pots, then go down to the beach to partake in the annual Squid Fest. For this one, you need to complete a daily catch challenge in order to get rewards, with the added bonus that the squids are active throughout the day rather than just in the evening like normal. However, that does not mean you're guaranteed to get a squid every time. I learned this the hard way as I proceeded to catch almost everything but the squid and needed to empty my inventory repeatedly in order to make more room. Was it my own fault for going into this with a nearly full inventory? Yes. Did I learn from this mistake? Maybe. Am I going to do it again? Oh, most definitely. It took a while, but I eventually did manage to get 8 squid, which I turned in for...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I get a book called The Art of Crabbing, which gives my crab pots a 25% chance to yield double, a squid kid decoration, a pearl, and then the rest aren't quite as fancy. I sell every fish, read the book, place up my new poster, smelt more copper and iron, then head into town to check in on the note's directions.
What the fuck? I have questions for the mayor.
Having unintentionally disturbed their nighttime recreational activities, I head to bed before Morris leaps down from the trees and drags me away into the pits of hell that he spawned from. On day 97, I finally start catching things consistently with the pots, open a mystery box to get 3 mystery boxes, along with a golden pumpkin and a spare sprinkler. At some point, I picked up some kind of flute, which I donate in return for a flute block and a skeleton. This skeleton is officially my new favorite decoration. I go to slay more bugs, find another secret note, and leave with 30 pieces of bug meat.
Someone is waiting for you in level 100 in the Skull Cavern. That's not ominous at all.
The skeleton gets placed in my bedroom, and with that, the day comes to an end. With groggy eyes and sore joints, I learn the recipe for chocolate cake, one of Abigail's favorites. My mail comes with a pink cake from my mom and a notice that there will be a night market at the docks for the next 3 days. I'm encouraged to visit at 5 p.m., but the real thing that hooks me in is the free coffee. Now, I would love to tell you how this day went, how I reached the furthest into the mines I've ever been, somehow caught a legendary fish completely by accident, or finally brought about Morris's downfall and chased him out of town. Unfortunately, I cannot. Let me show you why.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Based on this, I can only surmise that I paused the recording and forgot to unpause it. Again. And it's been so long since that recording that I have no recollection of what went down between that cut. So instead, I'm just going to guess based on what's in my inventory. First, note the 55 pieces of bug meat. At least 55 more dastardly buzzing bastards sent back to the pit. Then, 2 more secret notes of unknown origin. What mystery shall they hold today? Hey, this is your reminder to like the video. Based on this evidence, I can only conclude that I probably spent the whole day mining again. My brilliant deductive mind powers have done it again. Oh, and I guess my crystal fruit wine is also done. One of the notes is another map pointing to the waterfall, while the other appears to be some kind of directions? Feeling too stupid to try and figure that out right now, I go to bed. On day 99, I noticed that I have made a massive mistake. I ran out of hay to feed the chickens, and never went to go pick up more, despite saying numerous times that I should go and pick up some hay. To make matters even worse, when I went to Marnie's, she was nowhere to be found. I won't lie, I started to panic a little bit. I ran around town trying to find her, even though that wouldn't help anything, circled back home, then went back to Marnie's again, hoping she might magically show up. In the process...
Wait a minute. Are those... Oh my god.
For once, something good actually came out of my panic. Said no one ever. When searching for Lewis, I do end up finding Marnie instead, and head back to her home in the hopes that maybe I can fix this mess. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case today.
Please, I need to buy hay from you. I do not want one of my chickens to die.
So I had no choice but to wait things out and hope that neither of my chickens starve to death. With nothing else to do, I hand in my pickaxe to be upgraded, get a book of stars from a mystery box, and remember to check out the night market to take my mind off of my mistakes. The first thing that catches my eye here is the submarine. It's an expensive trip down to the deep sea, but comes with the opportunity to catch some unique fish. And one of my favorite tracks in the whole game so far. I catch my first spookfish, a midnight squid, and a blobfish, then head back to the surface. The rest of the market is composed of various vendors. One sells several varieties of decorations, one is the traveling merchant lady who sells random stuff, one is a famous painter selling his work, and one sells out-of-season seeds and other unrelated goods. After spending more money than I probably should have, I check the final boat on the docks, the Mermaid Show.
I have no idea.
With the market seen and done, I make it back home, unlock level 10 fishing, choose the angler perk, and go to sleep with my fingers crossed that my chickens make it through the night.
Okay, not dead, but very angry.
First thing I do is beeline it to Marnie's again, and this time she's there. I spend every penny I have left on the hay to make sure I don't run out again and feed them both. Crisis averted, my chickens are not dying, I am so sorry, buddies, I won't let it happen again. I drop off Lewis's shorts in the most obvious and open place imaginable, the exact opposite of what he asked for. It's a small town, buddy. There is no such thing as privacy here. After taking his bribe for my silence, I go fishing for pike and spend the rest of the day trying to deliver it to Elliot. Eventually he shows up, I take his prize ticket, and hand it in for a sports cap. If you're wondering why I haven't been wearing any of the other hats, it's honestly because I do not like how most of them look on me, so they're just sitting in storage, never to be seen again. On day 101, I get a request from Clint to deliver him an iron bar so he can test out his new hammer. An easy enough task, which I can complete right away if I wanted. I walk into his shop, retrieve my upgraded pickaxe, and then proceed to leave without giving him the iron bar to go fishing for sardines instead. Why am I like this? Why are you like this? Why are we like this? 5 sardines and 1 amphibian fossil later, I complete Demetrius's request, put some trash in the recycling machines, which I've been doing this entire time, I swear, check in on the chickens, then call it an early night. The morning mail informs me of the next big event, the Feast of the Winter Star. It's a community gathering reflecting on the good fortunes of the year with a tradition of secret gift exchanges between random people. It's a secret Santa, except everyone is actually happy to partake in it. My secret friend this year is Sebastian, who I've barely interacted with, so I didn't know what to get. Fortunately for me, I just so happened to be on the phone with a friend during this recording. She was also playing Stardew and just so happened to be romancing Sebastian, so she told me that one of his favorite gifts is obsidian. Unfortunately for me, I have yet to find a single piece of obsidian anywhere. But wouldn't you know it, whatever gods of luck and fortune are out there decided to throw me a bone again.
I thought I got obsidian. Oh hey, I got obsidian!
As a friend of mine might say, all you have to do is bitch a little. I also discovered some barite and some powder melon seeds. I drop off everything except the obsidian, then hippity-hoppity, it's back to clicking for some fishing. He pressed for some perch, pined for some pike, treaded for some trout. Reckless he roiled by the river ranting with restless rage at the resilient red repudiator of relentless repertoire. I don't know where I'm going with this bit anymore. I just went back to Clint's right after, discovered some slate, handed it in, then went home to plant those powder melon seeds. I pet the chickens to remind them that I still love them and bring the day to an end. Day 103 is spent almost entirely on the farm. I start off by making some ancient seeds from ancient seeds. They're not in season for planting just yet, so I put them away. Next, I make a bunch of winter seeds, an oil maker, and a worm bin. The oil maker is pretty much worthless as it only processes truffles, which I am a long, long ways away from. The worm bin, however, is very helpful because it produces bait every single day. I place it by the pond, then as I go to check on the mushrooms, I discover I could have been dehydrating them in this little machine the entire time. I plant and water the seeds, go around chopping some trees and logs, then go to check if I can read what the chicken leg statue says. When that proves fruitless, it's back home and into bed I go. Day 104 isn't very eventful, so I'll keep this short. I collect my first bag of dried mushrooms, yuck, and drop off some solar essence at the community center, getting a small magnet ring for it. This is the last of the boiler room bundles completed, much to the joy of the Junimos. The rest of the day is spent fishing, as that's become my main source of money lately. More trash goes into the recycling machines, then it's down to bed. Day 105 starts with a request from Robin to deliver 10 hardwood, another easy one to complete. With that delivered, I take the long way to Clint's and check out the fixed mine carts. Now that they're up and running, I have quick and easy access to the mines, to Clint's, to the quarry, and then back to the bus stop. After finding my way back home, I finally, after nearly a full year of hoarding them, remember to use the warp totem to get back to the mountains quickly. After much debating, I decide it's time to get the silo built for my farm. Shout out to this comment on my last video. Have no fear, your pain is temporary here. More trees get chopped, more stones get broken, I learn the recipe for pumpkin pie, and I end the day reaching level 8 foraging. A short day, but a worthwhile one. While checking the TV, I get a highly useful living off the land tip.
Ever see 3 little brown stems poking out of the ground? They're hard to spot sometimes, but if you dig on the spot, you'll always find something. Don't ask me how it works. Oh, is that what those are?
Huh. I was wondering what those things were. I honestly thought they were just worms. First thing after watering, I gather my preserves jar creations listed here. My long-term goal with this is to make one of every single item. That way I have them all discovered, so I know what to work with in the future. When grabbing some pine tar, I spot some stems poking out of the ground right next to the tree.
Chicken statue? Oh, I wish I'd known that earlier. That would have been very helpful. A rusty spur. Carrot seeds. Huh.
While on the search for more stems, I realize I could finally break down this fallen stump. This path leads into the secret woods, which I honestly thought was a full-on forest dungeon. It's full of hardwood stumps, some slimes, a pond, and a shrine of some kind. I dig up a lost book, which gets added to the library's collection, then check out the statue of Old Master Cannoli. I destroy the stumps, and would later figure out that these regrow to provide a consistent source of hardwood. On the way to the community center, I dig up an ancient doll, not to be confused with the strange doll, though both look like they might kill me in my sleep and haunt my house afterwards. I drop off the carp, and claim the dressed spinner, then it's back home and straight into bed, getting my combat up to level 6. The next day, after feeding and petting the chickens, please don't get mad at me, I swear I love them, I want nothing bad to happen to any of them. I head into town, grab the cave patrol quest from Clint, reset my pots, bait them up, and then head into Gunther's. When I tried to read the new book, I think I kept clicking one that already existed before and just didn't find the right spot for the new one, so I ended up leaving it alone for now. I drop off the doll and the chicken statue, getting a chicken statue back in return. I also remembered to take the minecart back this time. My storage is getting heavily cluttered again, so I grab some artifacts and sell them to save up space. The chicken statue is placed by the coop, then I head into the mines for some slime slaying and grub crushing. I succeed in the former, and make good progress on the latter, but I refuse to let Morris the malefactor malcontent of malicious medical malignancies get the better of me again, so I head home before collapsing. And apparently while I was down there, I picked up a carp shirt.
Carp shirt? No thanks. I'm good.
Day 108 isn't anything spectacular. I get my reminder for the Feast of the Winter Star, which I'm all prepped and ready for. I discover some necoit, drop it off for a fancy crystal chair, and then spend the rest of the day killing bugs. I briefly try my hand at underground fishing, where I discover white algae. I make so much progress on the bug quest that I actually lost count, but eventually call it quits. I gather up my smelted bars, check out my new note, place the chair, and end the day reaching level 7 mining. However, that same evening, the wild hunt descended upon the land, striking fear and terror into the hearts of... What's that? Oh, it's not the wild hunt. It's just Santa Claus? Man, I got excited over nothing. The Winter Star Feast is upon us. I check over some of the notes for some reminders, then head into town.
I didn't talk to Lewis about the quest. Today is a time to be thankful for this year's good fortune. Forget your worries for a day and relax. Yeah, you know what? I will. Welcome to the Feast of the Winter Star.
Wandering around, I get some lovely world building from Willie.
Do you want to hear the legend of the Winter Star? Yes. In the night sky of winter, there is a bright star only visible from this valley. No one knows why this is, but in times of old, people would come from far and wide to see it. They believed that anyone who laid eyes on the Winter Star would be blessed with good fortune. Some even claim that the mysterious fruit known as Stardrop is connected to the Winter Star in some way. Cool.
Check in with Linus.
I join in, but I don't think I'm welcome. You're always welcome at my table, Linus.
And give Sebastian his gift.
Oh, so it's you. Ah, a frozen tear, thanks. Oh no, I wanted to talk to everyone else. Oh. I'm your secret gift giver this year. Here, open it. You received a beer. It's not much, but I hope you like it. Oh, yeah. I'd be happy with that.
I gave him the frozen tear instead, so I can selfishly put the obsidian on display. I go around to talk to everyone else, and grab a couple of decorations from Pierre. With nothing else to see or do, that I'm aware of, I head back home, place down my new decorations, and end the day. On day 110, I come to the conclusion that I should be doing more to build up my friendships with everyone. I gather the next harvest, open some mail from Gus, who's asking for an albacore for a fish stew of his. I look up where and when to get one, teleport to the beach, and catch an albacore on the first try. I stick around to catch a few more, then check in on Willie's shop to see if there's anything new. There isn't, but as I'm about to leave, I notice this little cabinet in the top right. It lets me customize my fish bobber style. I pick the skull bobber, and I am still using it to this day. Following up on my resolution this morning, I gift him a halibut. I drop off the iron bar for Clint, then it's back into the mines for the final push for cave patrol.
How many more do I actually have to do? Nope, not that many. 11. Perfect. But I need grubs, please. Yes! Die! Blood for the blood god! 5. I have to kill so many slimes. Thankfully they're common, but still. So many. Nice! Okay, today's turning into a great accomplishment. One more. Yes, there you are! Die! More of you! Die! Die! Okay, I can get out of here now. Okay, what you got for me, Gil? A hard hat. I would be a little happier with that if, it fit my head better. And actually gave me a stat boost. But it's fine, I'll live.
I hand over Gus's albacore, and on the way out, I accidentally gave Emily the obsidian. For completing Cave Patrol, I get a prize ticket, which in return gets me a fish smoker. Later at the beach, I check my new secret notes.
Mermaid Show 15423. Oh, I really wish I'd found that sooner. If you can read this, come to Secret Woods, please bring maple syrup.
Last thing I do is place the smoker by the pond, then it's off to dream away the night. For the next morning, I'd rather just show you this part than tell you about it.
Thanks for helping me clear out those monsters. I'm not scared at all, but it should make the mine safer for everyone else, right? Take this blueprint. Hope it doesn't make me obsolete. Clint the blacksmith. New crafting recipe, a geode crusher. Ooh, I mean, I'm going to be honest, that's a lot more convenient, but I'll remember to go to you still. I thought it would be fun to send you a letter. I don't really know what to write, though. Here, I've enclosed a treat for you. Don't tell anyone, but I snagged this from the back room of Jojo Mart ages ago. Okay, see you soon. Shane. Hell yeah, butter. Butter? Brother. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me?
No matter where I go, or what I'm doing, I will always find a way to butcher the English language. I collect my grape wine, grab the maple syrup, test out the fish smoker, then make the geode crusher, earning the artisan achievement. As soon as I grab that first smoked red mullet, there is no going back for me, and from here on out, I will be trying to smoke every kind of fish I can get my hands on. Afterwards, I beeline it to the secret woods.
That smell. Come closer. It's not every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you've got a little forest magic in you. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that accent. Now, about my note. Did you bring the good stuff? Am I doing a drug deal with a bear? Oh, that smell. This is really sweet stuff. It's my favorite sauce. It makes me very happy. Yeah, I would too. You've made a friend today. Yeah, I'd still be nervous. I've got something special I want to show you. With a face like that, no! The bear left you with his special knowledge. Special something, you know what I'm saying? Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. Holy! Never mind, no, this bear is my best friend now.
Absolutely worth it. I go to find Shane to give him a gift, deliver a cave carrot to Carolyn, and quickly review some of my quests. The rest of the night is spent stocking up on coal and smoking more fish. With just the one smoker, it's a slow, laborious process, but I stick through it. My powder melon jelly finishes, I sell some of the smoked goods, and call it a day. And with that, it's already the final day of winter, yet it feels like it only just started. And it's not even the busiest of days to end on. I learn the recipe for cranberry candy, with a questionable sales pitch to go with it. I sell a normal snail and a smoked snail to test if smoked items sell for more, put chanterelles into the dehydrator, and make a ton of regular bait. The watering can is handed in to get upgraded, which I should have done sooner, but you know what, too late now. I fish until about 3 p.m., go to Clint's to remind him that he'll never be obsolete, and it's back home to smoke one last fish for the winter. With nothing else to do, I curl up in my cozy bed. Winter passes, seasons change, and my first year of Stardew Valley is finally complete. My mail comes with a pink cake from my mom and a notice that there will be a night market at the dogs for the next 3 days. Dogs? No. Very, very, very incorrect.